Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. When your ex tells you to move out while she's on a work trip because the guy she cheated on you with is moving in, you get very creative moving out. I had originally posted this as a response to a question in r/unethical pro-life tips and was told that this would be appreciated here. Enjoy. I did this to an ex who asked me to move out while she was on a work trip and told me she was coming back with her new boyfriend. We were still together when she left. I got these little noisemakers, battery-powered ones the size of a quarter that emit sounds at just the right volume that you aren't sure if you really heard it, so quiet that two people could be sitting in an average-sized room and while one can barely hear it the other wouldn't hear a thing. They last ages, and fit perfectly in light fixtures and in wall outlets. I got a box of 20 of them for like $100 on eBay and got so creative all over the house, her car. I even hid them in a boat her father got her, rich family, and she grew up sailing. Now these little bastards make a noise at complete random intervals, could be minutes, could be hours, could take a whole day off. They cycle noises like children laughing, a dying breath as they called it, a whistle, scratching noises, some other ones I can't remember, but you get the idea. It was so unpredictable it was near impossible for someone to just figure it out. Months go by, I get a new place, get my life back up. Now we had a few friends in common and one of them I kept up with. They were kinda sour about how she ended things, but they had grown up together and kept up the friendship, loosely talking and catching up on occasion. I never really asked about her, but one day we get to talking and he's wanting to prank some friends on a camping trip, so I tell him about the noisemakers. As I am telling him about them, he slowly starts making this face, like he's gradually losing his shit. He's got this huge grin on his face and asks me, "You put these in, X, shit didn't you?" And when I admit, he starts laughing hysterically. Turns out her new boyfriend had only lasted a few months, and had left telling her that he couldn't handle whatever was going on with them and their mental states. Turns out for a while they had both heard things and sometimes only one would hear them, which gave the illusion that something really ducked with them was going on in their heads at different times. They couldn't figure it out and eventually he wanted out completely, and having run down all the crazy list of shit people who are hearing voices would think, ended it believing he had been infected with some brain worm the government was putting in vaccines or something like that. It was amazing. I hadn't expected to hear anything about it. I rode that train for weeks. When it went away I got another hit of that high. She moved out, told her parents she didn't want the house and to give it to her brother or sell it. Wouldn't tell them why. I always tell people who ask about her that I hold no grudge, and don't tell them the part where I totally ducked with her so bad I overshot the got her backstage and hit the blissful state of being satisfied with my work. My wife knows this story by heart because it's her favorite one to tell. I sent one of these to my BFF who was stationed in Japan. It's called an Anoyatron, sold by ThinkGeek. Anywho, he put it in his chief's office on the inside lip of a metal filing cabinet. They have a magnet so you can stick them anywhere. Then he left on a 2-week engagement. When he got back he heard the stories. Chief had IT come in and check all electronics. He had maintenance come in and check all appliances. Finally, he lost his shit and starting throwing all the furniture out in a hallway in a fit of anger. Only then was he able to rid himself of the infuriating sound. My BFF never ever told anyone he did it. Update: so after I posted this comment some people reached out to me to see if I could tell them more about the product. I couldn't, but coincidentally I found one of mine and it's called the Evil Tron. I decided to put it in my mom's house. It has 5 sound choices and I set it on a guy who loudly whispers, "Hey, can you hear me?" and put it in the detritus that sits by her kitchen phone. Now we wait, I thought to myself. I didn't hear anything from her that night, but the next day she texted me, "Grandma's hearing aids are glitching. They're chirping non-stop and it's driving her crazy. She's almost in tears. This gave me pause, but there's no way the device could impact her hearing aids, I'm sure, so I don't say anything. The next day Mom calls and casually mentions she's made an appointment to get the aids checked and it's only going to cost her $100 for the checkup, but the aids aren't under warranty, so if they need fixing, it's going to be expensive. Oh crap. I tell her, well, I need to let you know something, I'm sure they're unrelated, but on the off chance. And I confess I put an evil Tron in her house. There's a long pause, then she bursts out laughing. The bitch had pulled a double cross on me. She found it the first night and played my ass like a fiddle for 2 days. Good on you, mama. Good on you. I did this to a supervisor many years ago. Several co-workers were in on it and couldn't hear what he was talking about, while other co-workers weren't and agreed they also heard it. He had the maintenance guy pulling down the ceiling tiles before the responsible one told him what was up. I got caught because I couldn't keep a straight face, but never did give up on my cohorts. Edit to add, this guy was fond of pranks like jumping out of people or moving and hiding their supply carts way on the other side of the building so they had to hunt them down, so he totally had it coming. Did you get in trouble? Nah. Want to be clear on a couple things that came up in the other post. In some ways I'm not too proud of this. It was a long time ago and I was in a really dark place. The whole event just tipped me and I responded in a no ducks to give state the best I could, by just being a menace. She also did it all through a short impersonal email that just sucked ass. I'm not saying that's all an excuse, just some context. Also, the house was purged of the devices after she left. I let her brother in on it because they weren't close at all and he lived with their mom most of his life. We were close because we gamed together and he was able to find all but 2 of them. He ended up using them for other pranks for a long time. Ps, as far as the original noise chips I got, they were a very simple board build I got from some guy on eBay ages ago, so I can't track down a direct link and I don't think he is on eBay anymore. I'm seeing a lot of references to one called the Annoyatron on ThinkGeek and it sounds like it was probably the influence behind the ones I got or vice versa. I encourage anyone who wants them to hunt on eBay or even Etsy. They were pretty simple and I can imagine someone out there still makes them. Also, I would say see if you can't make them yourself. There might be some DIY guides for it out there. I'll see what else I can find. PS2, apart from being the best console ever made, I found something that honestly in my opinion trumps the ones I had. This is a small unit that lets you record 10 seconds of your own audio. Which is honestly pretty cool because you could make the sounds and voices more personal to your victim. Fun delivery, a noise hidden recordable annoying sound prank gag joke. I know you aren't proud, but I am very proud of you. I'm proud of Op 2. I wish I would have done something similar when my ex cheated on me with 5 people. At the same time? Is her name Piper? We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night. Wherever you are.